Yes, I was
Just
waiting for a few more people. I think we're planning to join. Maybe we get them 1 minute and we can get started.
That is fine.
All right, Brent, I think we can go ahead and get started.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call November 3rd, 2021 MACOG TTAC meeting to order. Roll call.
Yes, Amy Warren with Transpo. Brent Warren with the City of Napanee.
Here.
Steve Moriarty with Kosciuszko County. Ty Adley with Marshall County. David Armstrong. Here. Thank you. Good morning. David Armstrong with INDOT Fort Wayne.
Here.
Ryan Klessman with the City of Elkhart. Josh Corwin with the City of Goshen.
Here.
Chris Dressel with the City of South Bend. Ryan Fellows with St. Joseph County. Rick Gall with the City of Plymouth. Bill Holder with Kosciuszko County.
I'm present.
Good morning. Chris Stramrose with the City of Mishawaka. Natasha Kaufman with Elkhart County. Marsha McSherry with Kosciuszko County. Sky Metters with St. Joseph County. Jessica Miller with INDOT LaPorte District. Tim O'Donnell with the South Bend International Airport. Jason Peters with Marshall County. Charlie McKenzie with Elkhart County. Kyle Silvius with the City of South Bend.
Here.
Derek Spear with City of Mishawaka. Justin Taylor with the City of Warsaw. And that would conclude. I think with that, we do have a quorum.
Okay. Move on to the minutes from the October 6th of the 2021 meeting. Looking for a motion to approve.
At least so moved.
Kyle Silvius, second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? The motion is approved. Move on to reports. I do not have a report. Caitlin, do you have anything?
Yeah, so the October administrative modifications would have been included in your packet that was sent out. That's available also online. Just as a reminder, every month the advisory committee and policy board has given staff the authority to make minor changes to our transportation improvement program, and they don't need a formal approval, but if you have any questions, you can direct them to Allie.
Okay. And old business, Caitlin.
I don't believe there is any old business.
And new business?
I think with that, I can pass it to Allie.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So we just have one amendment to our TIP this month, and it falls under Transportation Resolution 38-21. This is a pedestrian bridge on College Avenue over Horn Ditch. This is a part of our College Avenue widening and reconstruction project in Goshen, but we now have a new DES number for this pedestrian bridge. And you will see in your modifications packet that we did decrease the funding for the College Avenue project by the amount programmed on this DES. But yes, this is a bike and pedestrian facility, and we are adding in construction. I'm happy to take any questions. If there are none, I would ask for your endorsement of Transportation Resolution 38-21.
David Armstrong, so moved. Ty Adley, second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? If not, we'll move on to Resolution 3921.
Okay, so next up we have Resolution 39-21, and this is a resolution endorsing an EPA Brownfields grant application. You'll remember that MACOG received a $600,000 Brownfields grant in 2019, and we have currently used over 84% of that grant. And so we are proposing to reapply for more funding in December. And just a reminder, this grant can be used for environmental assessments, so sampling or cleanup planning. It just can't be used for cleanup itself. And in terms of some focus areas, we plan to include one site in South Bend and a couple sites in the downtown Elkhart area. I am happy to try to answer any questions on this, or I can direct any questions to Leah, our environmental planner, who would normally present this, but who is at a conference this week. But if there are no questions, I would ask for your endorsement of Resolution 39-21.
Ty Adley, so moved.
Bill Holder, second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Signify by
Aye.
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 Any opposed? If not, we'll move on to staff updates.
All right, so a few weeks ago, we welcomed a new MACOG staff member to the team. Amber Warner is going to be serving as the AmeriCorps program director, and I will pass it over to Amber to introduce herself and provide any other tidbits of information you want.
Hello, everyone. I submitted the AmeriCorps grant yesterday that will go into effect in February of 2022. So we'll have service sites across the region. Nice and super honored to be part of the team. Thanks.
Welcome, Amber, and we can move on to grants and funding.
Okay, so NDOT has started accepting applications for their rule call for projects. This application opened November 1st, which is Monday, and it closes December 3rd. And just a reminder, this is for projects going to construction in fiscal year 27, and it does require a 20% match. We've already started helping some communities with their applications, but if you need any assistance with this process or have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And then the second grant opportunity I wanted to make you aware of was the Community Crossings Matching Grant Program. This opens January 3rd and closes at the end of the month. And to be eligible for this grant program, you need to have an approved asset management plan. And you can submit those until December 1st. And again, we've been helping some communities with their plans, but if you need any help with this process, please let me know. And then also another requirement is that any projects that were awarded funding from the first call in 2020 need to be closed out before this process. So when the time comes, I will be happy to provide my assistance, but again, just wanted to make you aware that this was coming up and make you aware of the December 1st deadline for the asset management plans. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Donnie Ritzma. I wanted to provide you a couple updates, this and the next on Okra grant opportunities. The first is one that we've been informing you all in the past couple months, but it's their planning grant program. They're accepting applications for quarter 4 for 2021. The goal of this program is to help encourage you all, local communities, to plan for your long-term community development and stability. Those applications are due by next Friday. The next update is for use of community development block grant funds for their second round 2021. Those are accepting applications for their public facilities, stormwater, wastewater, drinking water programs. And so, like as mentioned, these can be used to improve their infrastructure systems, community infrastructure systems, downtowns, public facilities, quality of place, amenities, as well as economic development initiatives. Project proposals were due to Okra on October 15th, with those full applications due Friday, December 17th. So we didn't receive any proposals from anyone in our region. We are on planning grants. We are assisting the town of Milford currently. So we're working with them to get their application ready by next Friday.
Good morning, this is Elena. I have another grant opportunity to remind you all of. This is Next Level Trails. This one also opened on November 1st, and it's due December 1st by 5 p.m. to Indiana DNR. These are for those multi-use trails. There is a 20% match, but for this third round, there's $25 million for regionally significant projects and $10 million for locally significant. If you'd like any assistance with your application or a letter of support, we're happy to provide that. Just reach out to me. All right, and then my next update is on the Active Living Workshop. This is a 3-part virtual workshop hosted in conjunction with Indiana Department of Health, Health by Design, and INDOT. These will have community teams who are kind of learning and collaborating on ways to improve the health and quality of life of residents through the built environment. Our first module kicks off tomorrow, Thursday, and we're pretty excited to get this started and see what comes of it. All right, and my third update is about league cycling instructor training. This was a couple of weekends ago. 7 of us were trained and passed our league cycling seminar. This is a train-the-trainer style workshop where we are all prepared and kind of taught the best way to teach bike safety and basic bicycle maintenance to all ages. And so our goal of this is to be able to provide bike safety education, maintenance education, as well as the best way to share the road with all users. And so if you know of an event that would benefit from an LCI, or if you would like to set up an LCI or set up a bicycle safety class, please reach out to us.
I wanted to provide a little bit of a primer for our regional freight mobility plan. Today, as well as tomorrow, our consultants are coming into town and they will be hosting a series of listening sessions to meet with stakeholders and kind of discuss some of the challenges and opportunities that we have in our region for freight. And just a little bit of a background on what the intent of our freight mobility plan is. It's been quite a few years since we've had a regional update to our freight plan. And so this is going to be focusing on how we can enhance freight mobility, and particularly through our transportation investments in the region. And so we'll be looking at projects, programs, and policies to kind of identify and tie into our long-range transportation plan. And ultimately, we're hoping that this plan will kind of help support job growth in our region, economic development, and also quality of life for the residents of our region. As I mentioned, it's been a while since we've done a transportation study in freight. I think our last one was in 2004 with an update of the truck route inventory in 2007. But we're also going to be building upon a lot of the local work that's been done locally related to freight and kind of build upon that within this plan. And we're going to be looking at goals, objectives, and performance measures, kind of following some of the national performance measures that exist, but also kind of trying to identify what regional measures are most beneficial for our units of local government. And much like kind of the bridge condition dashboard or the PASER rating dashboard that we're working on, what amongst these items might be most beneficial to provide to our communities. And so, as I mentioned, there's one today. It will be held in St. Joseph County, just kind of south of South Bend. And then the remaining 3 will be held in Plymouth, Elkhart, and Warsaw tomorrow. So I know many of you have already RSVP'd, but I would encourage you to come participate in the conversations that are happening, because the input that you all provide is extremely valuable and will create a better product. And so kind of to address next steps, a lot of the background work that we've been doing is kind of data gathering. In the short term, we'll be taking the stakeholder input from the listening sessions, as well as some direct interviews, as well as the data that we've been collecting to finalize a freight profile. And then moving into the next part of, or the beginning of next year, kind of finalizing a needs assessment, as well as prioritization of projects and policies. And then this kind of provides kind of a quick project schedule. So we're in the freight profile, stakeholder engagement. We'll be moving into those subsequent phases after these listening sessions conclude. So thanks for all of you who are planning to attend, and we look forward to a good conversation.
All right. My last update for you all, I wanted to inform you guys again of our Collaborating for Regional Resilience and Economic Growth plan. This has been under development since April of 2021. MACOG and Fourth Economy have been working together with our region's economic and community leaders to develop such a regional plan. And the purpose is primarily to seek and to address economic resilience and recovery in times of disasters, and particularly following the recent pandemic. Fourth Economy is preparing the draft plan, and we anticipate to have a 30-day public comment period starting next week, with a virtual open house being planned for later this month to give our region an opportunity to review this plan and provide their input, so we can prepare a presentation before our policy board in December.
Hi, I'm going to give you an update on our regional comprehensive operational analysis. So I believe we've mentioned this in the past, but again, just kind of as a reminder, we're working with Transpo and the Interurban Trolley to do a regional transit plan, looking at operations of both systems and how they can connect better together and to better serve our region. Next week at our policy board meeting, we'll be having our consultant come and join us virtually to give a kind of an introduction to the project, give an overview of kind of what the goals and outlines of the process is, and kind of provide some updates that way. And then our consultant will be in town the following week on the 15th and 16th to be able to tour some of the key assets of the region, as well as meet with some main stakeholders. So we'll be reaching out to many of you, particularly those in South Bend, Mishawaka, Elkhart, and Goshen, to set up a one-on-one meeting with our consultant, talk a little about the transit systems and kind of what your needs and what you're seeing. It's important, and get to know, again, the team that's behind it. So we'll be getting up more information and more content here very soon now that this project is finally kind of ramping up to be get into the full steam of things. So if you have any questions about the plan, the process, feel free to reach out to me or Jeremiah in our office. We should be able to connect or answer those questions for you.
Okay, thank you all for those updates. Privilege of the floor. And do we have any public comments?
So members of the public are asked to submit comments prior to our meeting via email, or they can also provide those on the live stream on YouTube. And we did not receive any comments.
All right. So with that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Ryan Fellows, motion to adjourn.
Ty Adley, second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thanks.
Thanks.